Welcome back everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 5, Episode 8 of War of the Ring. We just wrapped up round number 7 with a massive battle between the Rohirrim and Orthanc. We also had some battles between Lorien and the Balrog. We'll do a quick recap of Episode 7 and then jump into Episode 8. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's do a quick recap of Episode 7 and then we'll jump into round number 8. Massive battle with the Rohirrim and Orthanc. Orthanc has retreated back to Orthanc, and the Balrog not only fighting Lorien, but the troops from Rivendell have come down to attack them, and we have this massive movement poised to attack Minas Tirith. We've got Boromir has returned to Minas Tirith, and we have Aragorn and Gandalf all on the board here. So they're all broken out from the Fellowship. So we'll get back into the details of the combat. But first, a quick message from this channel's sponsor, Pontus Fathom Press, and then we'll jump right back into gameplay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Pontus Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore down in the description. You check the link out and you can find books like The Genealogy of Cthulhu, Hermeticism of Hastur, The Alchemy of Azathoth, and The Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Those and others collected together in the 6-volume omnibus Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. We've also got Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machines, Alchemy and Anthroposophy, and the Dune Saga, where we deep dive into what makes Frank Herbert's Dune original saga amazing. And there's also Esoteric Saturn Mysteries and our Dragon Mysteries from our podcast series on the sister channel, Pontus Fathom Press. And in Esoteric Anthroposophy and Occulted History, we talk about Tolkien as well. Finally, we've got our new saga out based on Lovecraft's Dreamlands. It's The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands Volume 1, Aim Aimless, Aim Vicious, featuring the Dreamland city of Cellophase. The next volume coming out will be Hope's Home, Hysteria's Heart, which focuses on Daleth Leen. And then we've got coming later in the year, Stubborn Devotions, Inventing and Forgiving, and Beloved, Believed, Bedaled, which feature the Temple of Hypnos and Lost Carcosa. Now back into the gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our Patreon, like and subscribe, and let's get into the next turn. Okay, let's jump into round 8. I'll reclaim one of our dice out of the hunt file, and I'll grab the cards for the Free Folk. We'll also grab the cards for the Shadow Folk. We'll take a look at those, and then we will jump into round 8. So first, Shadow. We've got the Ring is Mine. The Ring is Mine special hunt tile is now in play. Horde from the east, playing if the Southern and Easterlings are at war. I've got to actually start progressing them to be at war, so let's do that. The Ship of Great Draft. Transport armies with Corsairs. So that's for the Shadow player. For the Free Folk, we've got the Riders of Theoden. Recruit one Rohan unit, regular elite, and use the Rohan leader either in Edoras or in the Rohan companion in a region. That sounds cool. Play on the table is if Boromir is in the Fellowship. Boromir is no longer in the Fellowship, so we might have to discard that one. Okay, let's jump into gameplay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and grab the dice for 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and the Balrog. 1, 2, 3, 5, and these 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for round 8. We have one die in the hunt pool. Okay, so let's line these up. I'm always seeming like I'm miscounting those dice. So we've got these. We've got one extra eye for the hunt pool. And we've got these following dice as well. So first up, we'll use a leadership die for the Fellowship. Fellowship is now being led by Legolas. So let's go ahead and got Legolas here. We've got Legolas, Pippin, Merry, Gimli. Okay, let's go ahead and roll the. So they're on going to be moving to 3. So they left Lorien. So they can be, if this was 1, they can be here for 2, and now they can be anywhere here for 3. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and do the roll of 2 dice. Okay, so they've missed the fellowship again. Oh, I've got one more down here. So we've got those dice played out, so the fellowship has moved on again. Let's go ahead into Shadow Forces. Let's check on, did I not pick their cards? No, I did, I picked their cards. So let's go ahead and do a shadow card. We can use one of these tokens for the shadow card. Black Sails. Play on the board if the Corsairs are in play. Play if the Fellowship is not in a region containing a... Draw a hunt tile. If the tile shows an eye, discard it without effect. Recruit 3 Sauron regulars in Dol Guldur. Okay, let's do that. Recruit 3 Sauron regular units in Dol Guldur and 3 Sauron regular units in Mount Gundabad. So Mount Gundabad has quite a few creatures. So 3 Sauron units in Dol Guldur and 3 Sauron regular units in Mount Gundabad. So let's go and find those Sauron units. We'll get 1, 2, 3, and 1. So let's place these in Mount Gundabad and these in Dol Guldur. Okay, so we've got those placed. That one is out. Let's go back to our, let's play a card for the Free Folk. Free Folk will play a card. Move all Ents back to, let's do this. Let's move all Ents back to Fangorn, the Father of Trees, and recruit 1 Ent figure there. So we're going to get 1 extra Ent figure there. So we're going to get a new Ent figure. Here's our Ents. So we got a new Ent figure, and then it says, then you may take an Ent figure from Fangorn and place it in the Old Forest to form a new Entwood, the Old Forest. I guess this is the Old Forest here. Right, Old Forest. Okay. If you do so, whenever Ent faction card or rule refers to Entwood, you may either use Entwood or the Entwood in Fangorn. Okay, so this is the old Ent Forest Road. This is the one we're talking about, right? The Woodland Realm. Right, that's the Old Forest, right? I think it's the only one. Okay, cool. Father of Trees played. Okay, let's go on next to a Shadow player. Let's do one more card for the Shadow player. We will check their cards out, and we have Fierce Folk, Wild Hillman. Actually, the ring is mine. This is now in play. Add the tile to the hunt pool when the fellowship's on the board chart. So we've got to get these 2 in the pool. I'm just leaving them out like that. Okay, so we've got that one played. Let's go to our. Let's do an army play. We're going to have these elves moving 1 into the Forest of Eisen. We'll also have, let's have our Woodland Realm. They'll move down into the Forest Road. That's army move. Okay, so the armies are both moved. Let's go back to the free folk. They also have an army move. We'll play an army move for the shadow folk, and we're going to move Moranon down to Gorgoroth. And Barad-dûr has this, so we've got a and then we move this one, and we'll also move Far Herad into Near Herad. We'll leave one behind. Okay, next up, we're going back to the Fellowship. Let's go ahead and use a die to move the dwarves closer to war. Let's move the dwarves down. So the dwarf counter is what? I just never remember the actual counters. The dwarves are the cross here, so the dwarves are moving down to here. Actually, you know what? We should move Gondor down to here. Gondor will move down instead of the dwarves. So that's that, and then we will move. Let's take a leader card and we'll spawn another leader. We can spawn the Lords of Middle-earth. Let's spawn the Gothmog, the Lieutenant of Morgul. Add, so Gothmog is this one. If Sauron is at war, minus Morgul is unconquered, and the Witch King and the Black Captain is not in play, you may use a muster action to this. Okay, so we can't launch in. How about if we just launch the Mouth of Sauron? If the Fellowship is on Mortar Track, the field has one or more victory points. Okay, so Mouth of Sauron we have to do later. So Smeagol, how about Smeagol? If Gollum is the guy, discard this and we shall hunt. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's grab Gothmog. Gothmog here is going to be this one, right? Let's look at the miniature. Gothmog is a two-sworded guy. So we'll spawn him, Gothmog, and we can put him in minus Morgul here. Okay, so we've got another Dark Lord spawning. We'll put him on the table as well. And let's go ahead back to the Free Folk. The Free Folk, let's have let's go ahead and have the muster. Let's grab some more troops for the for Gondor. Let's see if we muster in Gondor. We have 2 regular units, or 2 leaders in two different settlements, or 1 elite unit, or any friendly and free set in any friendly. 1 elite unit in any free settlement. Let's just do 1 elite unit. We'll use one of these Gondor mounted guys, and we'll place him in minus Tirith. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and do a muster. We'll move the gaps of Rohan into Orthanc, and then we'll move this Uruk-hai down. So that will be that. We've got 2 leader tokens left. Okay, leader token. We can play an event card. Let's see if we have an event card. Let's grab one of these tokens. Let's play an event card. Play if an end figure is in the same. Eliminate an end figure from Entwood before combat. Roll an additional. No. Recruit 1 eagle figure in Eagle's Eyrie. Okay, so we can grab an Eagle's Eyrie. Let's put an eagle onto Eagle's Eyrie. But just because we have the card and we can use them later, so we get a troop there. So we'll play that one. And back over to, let's go ahead and let's move the Nazgul to here. And then let's also move this Nazgul, can move to Goldor. So the Nazgul gets to move. Lastly, we have another leader die. Let's go ahead and spawn Aragorn as Aragorn, the heir to Isildur. If Strider is in Minas Tirith, Dol, or Merpellir, yeah, he's in Minas Tirith. You may use one Will of the West action. So let's go ahead and make Aragorn. Oh no, that's a leader card. We can't do that this turn. So we'll leave that there. Let's do leader. A leader can move with his armies. Let's move our forces up into the Fords of Isen with Aragorn, and we'll leave one warrior behind here. Maybe we'll go and attack that in the next round. That's our one move, and then a mustering move. Army muster, we can move these forces down here, and that's going to consolidate that. And that's going to wrap it up for all of the action dice, it looks like. So thanks guys for watching. We will see you in the next turn. Kind of a quiet turn, but lots of strategery happening here. And we've moved from Helm's Deep out into the aggressive position. So let's see how that works out in the next round. Talk to you guys in the next round. We'll do a quick flyover of the battle.